Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to... yard line. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown Tide!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Texas. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns. Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go with a direct snap. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Good jet sweep pass. Still on his feet at the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. You know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback